Hello and greetings, fellow StarCrafters. This is PGO Milncraft.
And Two-Toed Sloth here from ProGamingLeagues.com. Check us out.
Yeah, we're awesome.
We are awesome.
The best.
Post in the forum. The site may not be
fully functional.
It's still in alpha testing, but it's going to move to beta here real soon. We're going to get a lot of cool features on the way. Lots of StarCraft tournaments and prizes, achievements, you name it. It's going to be awesome.
Everything you want. Now,
Your wildest dreams will come true if you visit it.
As long as you visit the site once, all of your dreams will come true.
Dynamite reference.
Anyway,
yeah.
This is a 1 versus 1. This is just a game from the Korean ladder between the player GGIS, who I actually tried looking up and I couldn't find. So I believe he's not particularly any like super famous pro.
He's just like one of those
player.
like super awesome ladder players that just sits on the ladder all day but never goes to tournaments.
Or how do you destroy that which has no life?
Oh, it's best.
Anyway, he's the red Terran up here, and the blue Terran down here is none other than MKP, Marine King Prime.
We hope it is, actually. You know, we think those are the right designations. We don't really.
We might have the player switch because it's in Korean, and neither of us is fluent in Korean, though we both speak
please correct
certain
us
portions of it.
if we are wrong. I speak none of it.
I know what Gosu means.
Dude, I don't.
No, I'm just... Anyway, he's going for a refinery first, rather.
Yeah.
Which means he's going to be going for heavy harass. Almost certainly, I would say he's going for blue flame hellions. Possibly, he's going for a very quick banshee with cloak. But that tends to be more rare. It's a lot more fashionable these days, especially in Korea, to go for blue flame hellions. And if you watch the GSL, you see everyone going for blue flame hellions, which is awesome because blue flame hellions are really cool. Don't you think so, James?
Yeah, they're pretty fun to watch. Although I do see a number of games of Terran v Terran that you see that both of them have one banshee and trading SCV kills. Those are fun to watch.
Sometimes, if both players go refinery first, it can get absolutely ridiculous because both players will get get blue flame hellion drops and they'll pass each other, and they'll be like, "Oh, do I stop or unload or do I?"
Craziest scenarios. It's true.
And it's just like absolutely ridiculous scenarios that sometimes happen. And it looks like we actually have a lot of SCVs moving to repair this SCV and to take out
They just killed that one.
Well, they wanted to keep what?
They were like right next to it. I don't know why they just didn't team up on that one.
They were. Oh yeah. Well, they were repairing to save his other SCV, and he didn't want to order them to kill him because then one more shot from that SCV would be able to kill him. So it looks like he was able to harass the worker building the barracks and almost get a free kill out of it. But MarineKingPrime was barely able to save it.
This Marine to finish off that evil SCV. He's gonna run away with his life.
I want him to be taken out. We do see a factory being hidden here. I'm not sure why.
Scare me.
I think the reason he's building the factory here is he's gonna have the factory build the tech lab, and he's gonna have the starport then fly to the factory, and that's gonna be a little bit closer to his opponent by building it in the corner there.
Well, then it hides it too, I think, because it's popular to hide your tech buildings away.
Right, and the reason you can tell he's not going for blue flame hellions, well, no, I don't want to say that. I was going to say because he's getting the second refinery, which you typically don't need with blue flame hellions, but that's not true if you're going for a blue flame hellion drop.
And if you're going to transition to later mech play too.
Right. MarineKingPrime, as predicted, is going for blue flame hellions. He's also starting his command center. That's actually, considering that he's going for blue flame, that's a very early command center. I'm impressed that he was able to fit it in so well. He must just be guessing that his opponent's not moving out because 2 Marines would kill everything that MarineKingPrime has. Because he only has 1 Marine right now for defense. Well, that's not entirely true, of course, because he's got SCVs and he's got the Hellions. But he's going for a drop there. He doesn't have a second gas, so typically, as I was saying, when you go blue flame Hellions, you don't get your second gas. And we do see the starport moving on to the tech lab. It's going to be either starting cloak or, it's going to be starting cloak first. And when he gets to 100 gas, we will see banshees.
Oh, here we go. This will be interesting here. Blue flame versus banshees.
Blue flame.
NASL.
We're going to see some SCV shish kebabs in addition to some SCBs.
I don't know if you can really shish kebab them. That layer of metal. Or armor, that wouldn't taste too good.
You don't want to eat the armor. Look at that, though. He does already have 7 Marines, rather. That's actually a relatively potent force for this early in the game.
Yeah, I mean, if he would... That's all right.
Well, if he'd pushed out, he probably would have been eaten alive by the Blue Flame Hellions.
Well, now, yes, but I meant like...
And lucky for him, look at that scan. Oh, you can't see anymore, but able to see the command center, able to see the factory, able to see that it was upgrading something, and able to see the Hellions. He knows exactly what MarineKing Prime is doing, so he should be well prepared for this Hellion drop, which is coming. And actually, MarineKing Prime is getting a Viking first, so he's not going offensively with this Blue Flame Hellions. It looks like he's going to start off defensive.
The Viking will be really useful, though, once the Banshee arrives.
Right, yep.
So
that's the reason he's definitely getting the Viking. He's going to go ahead and try to take out this Banshee. It's definitely for defensive purposes. We do see the Hellions are going to move up and pressure just a little bit. They're going to find the wall there, though, and find that they're not going to be able to do much. Yep, he sees that there aren't any Marines in position. However, it takes quite a while, actually, for Hellions to be able to take it out, and that tank is definitely going to scare him away.
End the heyday of the Hellions.
Boom. Is he going to kill?
No,
the Hellions are able to get away, and the Banshee is moving in now. We also see that MarineKing Prime is getting the Raven, because he does suspect, if he hasn't already seen, cloaked Banshees, rather. And able to get 1 kill. 2 kills, probably finishes off that SCV. 3 kills, 4 kills. There's 1 scan. And actually, that scan was a little premature. Oh, but he just wanted to buy a little bit of time. Turret able to finish off the Banshee. Just barely. So that scan was actually almost perfectly placed. Unfortunately, for GGIS, he should have ran his Banshee the other way. Wasn't able to do that. And now his Banshees are not going to be very effective because we have both a Raven and a Viking and even a couple of Marines to be able to take it out.
I love seeing the Raven plays from Terrans these days. They're so entertaining to watch. It's an awesome unit to have if you control it properly. And look at this. He's going to get another Banshee.
Hello, Mr. Banshee. And he even put a turret down. That was a little premature as the Banshee decided to walk away. But for the next 180 seconds, that turret is going to provide a little bit of defense. And is he going to be able to take it out? No, in fact. Scan! Nice
job by MarineKing Prime.
Able to finish off that Banshee. That's Meanwhile, impressive. An even larger group of Hellions is going to come in. Looks like, if you just watched the previous cast, that it looks just like the Puma game, which he just goes for nothing but Hellions. This time, of course, they are upgraded with Blue Flame, and it looks like he's just trying to stop his opponent from moving out. He knows he's not going to be able to get up that ramp.
Doing while he's taking a second. So I really like MarineKing Prime's build so far. He has his orbital up. He's starting to saturate that base. He's really containing him.
And he also gets the Blue Flame upgrade early, which is very good. I think he's probably going to be going. Yeah, he is going to be going mech play. We do see the third factory coming up now. So Blue Flame Hellions upgrade is something you're going to want anyway. And so he just gets it early for defense or possibly harassment. But it allows him to be successful, in transitioning out of it as well into the economic defensive build that he has right now.
I still see. Oh, there we go.
Oop. Looks like the Blue Flame Hellions are going to get a little bit taken out. Able to nice shot, kill 4 Marines. Moved back there. That was probably not a really good decision.
Oh no, we got to move those Hellions.
And siege tank able to get out before the siege mode, or before they siege up rather.
That's right. Looks like he's going to be moving into Marauders here, some MM army to kind of combat these those siege tanks. So.
Pretty sure those Hellions would want to get a grab at that line right there, able to get like 20 free SCV kills. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. It's also worth noting, I don't think we talked about it, this is Searing Crater. This is one of the newer maps from the map pool. It's very interesting. It's got like this weird natural that has 3 entrances to it, but one of the entrances is guarded by rocks. Those same rocks actually guard the entrance to the 3rd base, which everybody has, and then there's another 3rd base on this side, which is gold, which is guarded by rocks. I mean, no rocks to the entrance, but rocks preventing you from being able to build there. So it's a very interesting map. Relatively easy, I would say, to take 3 bases. Gets a little bit more difficult after that, and of course the gold can be somewhat difficult to secure.
Just a lot of different options. Makes it interesting.
Pretty big map, though. Very macro-oriented is what I would say. Now we see that, look at that, see, look at 2 siege tanks at a time coming out for MarineKing Prime. And able to roast that SCV before he got any scouting information in. The reason, I mean, he's going mech style, and siege tanks are just absolutely invaluable in a Terran versus Terran.
I mean, at the moment, Hellions are really good up to a point, but you're not going to be able to hold a line of siege tanks with a line of Hellions, Yeah,
so. I would say Hellions in general are not terribly effective against siege tanks.
Really? I think I would concur.
Siege tanks, of course, with 160 armor, or 160 health rather, and only get dealt 7 damage. Able to do, trying to be a little too cute, I would say.
Yeah, I think
sacrificing his Hellions to try to get shots off against these Marines to lower his opponent's Marine count. Able to be decently effective, but not too effective. These tanks will siege up at the top, and I don't think there's any way GGIS will be able to push in against this.
Of course, he's still moving around. He's trying to get a better surround on that or better siege line.
Now we are going to put a turret right there. Oh, the turret there to absorb the damage from the first shot. And then the siege tanks are able to siege up and deal a lot of damage. And they do not have vision, in fact, and they're just outside of each other's range. But it looks like the Banshee's going to move in. The Marines cannot support the tanks, in fact, because the Banshee will be then protected by the siege tanks on Marine King Prime's side. So he's going to get a free tank kill right there. There he goes. And he's even going for another one. However, that's a little bit farther back. But now the Vikings are coming down. But those Marines taken out by the siege tanks.
Some excellent play by Marine King Prime. Just so impressed by his Micah right now.
Yeah, that was absolutely, that was pretty cool seeing the auto turrets being played down to absorb the siege tank fire while he puts his siege tanks into position.
Oh, but he's getting caught off guard here, but not getting sieged up.
However, I don't think it's going to matter. He's got a lot of forces here. Those siege tanks deal really high DPS. Marine King Prime's dealing a lot of damage, being very successful. He's going
to lose that Raven right there. Not enough energy to drop a point defense drone.
Yep, yeah, and the Raven was taken out, and the Banshee. That's 300 gas that was thrown away. But look at that huge force steamrolling into GGI's base. There's not too much.
He does still have a little bit back here, but I don't think it's going to be enough to contain it, do you?
I think that's a little bit of an understatement, James. He's got nowhere near enough to contain this. He's got, what, 8 tanks moving in? Yeah, 8 tanks moving in with siege mode, able to deal a lot of damage. Don't even have to siege up.
You know when you're landing your Vikings against an army of siege tanks, Ted.
Something's gone wrong in your central planning.
That is right.
You need to reevaluate your tactical doctrines. He hasn't even sieged up yet. Now he's sieging up with everything. That's going to blast away. They will get 1 siege tank kill, but that's not going to matter. These siege tanks are going to be very difficult to dislodge.
Actually out of range. That is interesting.
On the high ground, able to take out 1 more. And actually, Marine King Prime, building 2 command centers right now, which shows you
He's perplexed right now. Why won't that hit? That is what he's saying. He's going, what is going on?
Shows you how far ahead he is. Yeah, and actually, he shouldn't be sieged right there. He should actually move back away from the high ground, possibly take out that expansion, which I think he knows is there. He actually doesn't know.
He was poking around earlier to see if that's where the second base was, and he didn't see it. I'm surprised he didn't already just figure out that the base was over on the right-hand side.
I think you should definitely suspect it, though. He sees that his opponent hasn't taken the base, so we should definitely be, like, thinking that's probably up there.
Yeah, but instead he's moving his Hellions down here. If he moved his Hellions up, he'd...
but there's the Banshee. That's going to be able to spot for the high ground. That's going to stop any more shenanigans. Now he finally does see this base at the bottom. And GG coming from GGI.
Yeah.
Marine King Prime just with a better mech composition against his opponent. His opponent able to get taken off guard there. There was some nice Banshee play, as well as some nice siege tank placement and some good auto turrets being placed. Actually.
Yeah, excellent micro by Marine King Prime, and he proves that. Showed us how to beat that which has no life.
How to defeat that which has no life. And he showed some awesome play with those auto turrets. I haven't seen auto turrets placed in a Terran versus Terran in probably 30 years.
Yeah, so there you go, Ravens. They can be really useful there.
Yeah,
so
Ravens are definitely very useful, not just for the PDD, but also for the auto turret. So I hope you enjoyed this game, and the Puma games if you've been watching those as well. And this is PG on Milnencraft.
And Two-Toed Slaw.
Signing out.
That's right.